this game right here, bro, was crazy. First of all, shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles. We're gonna give them all the respect they deserve. That coming from double digits. You dig what I'm saying? Just playing with their left hand. They played this game with their left hand for the simple fact that they're a running team. They're a play ahead type of team. Like if they got the lead, they are very good at playing with the lead. But playing from behind, we really haven't seen that from the Philadelphia Eagles, especially this team with Saquon Barkley. So for them to come back and get this dub in the fashion that they got it, you dig what I'm saying? Got to give them their respect. As you can see, you know what I'm saying, it really didn't hurt the Rams early on. Like the Rams had control of this game. Me personally, I feel like this is a bad matchup for Philadelphia. For the simple fact that if they can't get off with Saquon Barkley and the Rams start putting up points early like they did, they should win this game. But let's run in and see what it is. You got a stack formation with DeVonta Adams. You got Puka on the opposite side right here. He's going to hit his back foot. And as you can see right here, this defender has his eyes solely on Matthew Stafford. He is the roam. He is the robber. You dig what I'm saying? And as you can see, he's going to definitely step in front of that, pick the ball off. And it is what it is. Matthew Stafford should know better than that. He's a veteran quarterback. And as you can see, you know what I'm saying, how I felt about when we played them, because I'm a Kansas City Chiefs fan, it's like you want them in 3rd and 12. You want them in 3rd and long because you put the ball in Jalen Hurts' hands and you tell him I want you to beat me with your arm. Not to say that they don't have the weapons, because we all know they have the weapons in A.J. Brown and DeVonta Smith. But it's the simple fact that can you consistently make throws throughout the game? So let's run it and see what it is. You got the bunch formation at the top, and they actually have Saquon Barkley within this bunch formation. So that's a new little wrinkle that they didn't have. It's actually a 5 wide, actually. So let's run it and see what it is. Boom, 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 boom. Hit your back foot. You're going to have this safety come into the box. I don't know what exactly he's supposed to be doing, but I guess he's got to be targeting Smitty right here. He's going to cut it on the inside. He did on a slant. And as you can see, he's going to get tackled short before the first down, and we all know what's coming. That's why I said, like, when it comes to, you have to keep them out of 3rd and short and 4th and short. And they had a offsides during a touch push during this drive as well. He clearly jumped off sides. But it's just getting to the point to where though now, once you start taking this play out of their game plan, I want to see how they react to it. It's not going to be this year, but it's definitely next year. I want to see how they react to it, though. And like I said, you want to get these guys in 3rd and long. Don't give up a big play to make sure that they get like 17 yards, 15 yards, because they might actually run a touch push on their own 30-yard line because they're so confident in it. But they end up doing the run play, playing it safe, and putting the ball. Now we got the Rams back with the ball. You dig what I'm saying? They're about to go down and score. As you can see, you're going to have number 80. This is their tight end going to come in motion right here. This is a run formation. As you can see, double tight end. Let's run it and see what they do. They're going to show the play action right here. He's going to get the ball to DeVonta Adams. He's going to swing. He's looking at Puka, but he's going to swing his head right here, go right to DeVonta Adams. And this is what they should have did the entire game. Get these guys one-on-one with these corners, with these safeties. You got DeVonta Adams and Puka, bro. I know Sean McVay, he likes to run the ball. He likes to run a lot of motion. He likes to run a lot of eye candy. You know what I'm saying? Because it sets up his offense. But when you got 2 Lamborghinis, they got 2 Lamborghinis. If Philly got 2 Lamborghinis, then the Rams got 2 Ferraris, to keep it a bean. If they got A.J. Brown and DeVonta Smith, they got DeVonta Adams and Puka Nacua. For real. Let's be honest. And they got a decent back as well. They're kind of set up the same. Offensively, they are set up the same. That's why I said that if it's anybody that could have shown the deficiencies in Philadelphia, because they do have them, but they just know how to overcome them. That's the thing. They do have them. They just know how to overcome them during the game because they have been battle tested. The Rams really haven't been battle tested. They had a good season last year, but we have to see how battle tested they are. This is a 3rd down. This is the play that Jalen Hurts gets sacked on. He really get blows up for real. But like, I want to show you how they were defending this early on compared to how they was defending it in the second half. So let's run it and see what it is right here. So this is what Jalen Hurts is seeing, right? He's seeing a lot of people at the line of scrimmage. So he has to, and the offensive line and Saquon Barkley have to decide who's coming and who's not coming. So as you can see, he decides to drop back. He decides to come. He comes late. So it's two blitzers, but they're coming from the same side. Now Saquon Barkley has to decide which one he's going to block. To see if anybody comes free, he decides to take the outside guy, which is wrong. You're the offensive, well, you can say block down. Well, if you want to take that narrative and the saying is, if they blitz, everybody block down, then the tackle was supposed to come to him, and then Saquon is supposed to push him out right here. So Saquon is supposed to create the pocket, which he does, but this guy ends up coming free. Jalen Hurts doesn't see him, and he gets, guess what happens? You know what I'm saying? So like I said, they had the right type of scheme. I mean, come on, bro. They gonna blow me. They had the right type of scheme early on. They just didn't play the same way they did in the first half as they did in the second half. And this is what I'm saying, bro. Like he can throw the ball, but it's not like it's something that's lethal. It's the players that he's throwing to that makes it lethal. It's not really him, you know what I'm saying, putting the ball in these tight spaces, or him just, you know what I'm saying, dotting people up. He can make good throws, but it's more of the players around him, which is cool. There's nothing wrong with that. But let's run in and see what it is right here. 3rd and 6. This is actually 3rd and medium. This is not 3rd and long, but they're out of the realm of running the ball. And where they're at, they can't just run the ball, hope they get 3 to 4 yards, and then run the tush push. So let's run in and see what they do. Okay, you have number 2. I think that's Dotson coming in motion right here. He's going to follow him, so this kind of looks like his man. It's a good pocket back here. Now, I want you to watch this throw from Jalen Hurts. He's going to put the ball. That's a great throw right there. That's a good throw, but he's throwing it in traffic, and the guy comes back to catch it, you know what I'm saying, or to make a play on it. And it's just like, you know what I'm saying, it's 4 Rams right there. One Philadelphia Eagle. Like, I don't know what happened in the second half when it came out to the Rams, but it was kind of like y'all was playing the perfect game for the first half. But like I said, though, these are the type of plays that come back to haunt you when you lose a game like this, because you come back and say, okay, this is 3rd and 3. You run a speed out to Davante Adams, and Matthew Stafford outthrows him. Like, you have to put that on him. You got to put that on him so he can catch the ball and continue to drive, because you have to get 7. You dig what I'm saying? You got to start scoring now. You have to start scoring touchdowns and putting them away. They never really put them away. Rams get the ball in Philadelphia Eagles territory. You're going to see this motion right here. You're going to play action, hit the guy in the flat right here. That's a great simple play down here. Boom. Now it's 26-7, right? You mean to tell me 26-7, you cannot close this game out? This is when we have to start realizing that, and it's going to be hard for me to say this, but it's true. If Philadelphia get this passing game right, they going to be a real problem. Because we're looking at it like this, as people that's like not fans of Philadelphia, but you notice and you recognize their roster, it's kind of like, okay, if they can solely, if they want to run the ball and run the ball and run the ball, if we dial in and stop them from running the ball or keep Saquon at bay, as long as he don't go crazy, you might have a chance to really beat them. For the simple fact that if you put the ball in Jalen Hurts' hands, is more opportunity for mistakes. So you sit up here and tell yourself, like, okay, yeah, they still have this hell of a roster in AJ Brown and DeVonta Smith and all these receivers, and Goddard came back. But it's kind of like if they put both 2 and 2 together, it's going to be very hard to beat them. And I know firsthand, I'm a Kansas City Chiefs fan, they did us dirty in the Super Bowl. So, but the thing is, they don't have that defense that they had last year. So it could be a shootout. So let's run it again. Jalen Hurts going to hit his back foot right here. finally starts to, once, that's what I'm saying, like ever since this connection kind of faded, they are still beatable. But if this connection gets to where the point to where is though, like this is who he's going to on a every down basis, on like every time he passes the ball, he's looking for number 11. That's when it becomes a problem, because now the defense has to dictate itself, for the simple fact that you have to roll over coverage to his side. So you're making the game more simpler, because DeVonta can win. Smitty can win on the opposite side if you're gonna rotate the defense to AJ Brown's side. On top of that, they got Goddard. On top of that, they can run the ball with both their quarterback and their running back. There are a lot of pieces to this puzzle on the offense of the Philadelphia Eagles. So for you to have this type of lead and to give it away is just like I don't understand it. As like we have been looking for these type of plays right here from AJ Brown for like the past, what I want to say, maybe since did he have a stellar game in the Super Bowl? Maybe let's just say since the beginning of this year, since week 1. Cause it's like he's a tough cover. First of all, he's so physical, great hands, can run after the catch and can go deep. Like, bro, please, like y'all, you're doing us a favor not throwing it to him. First of all. Second of all, it's like you gotta account for everybody else that's on that offense. It's a fact. I don't know how Howie Roseman did that shit, but he put together one hell of a roster when it comes down to the offensive side of the ball of the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm just being honest. You're gonna see it right here. Boom. He's like, that's what I be saying, bro. He be initially stopped. I can't keep saying it enough. He initially be stopped, bro. So in the midst of this, right, they're still pushing the pile. And I'm gonna keep saying it because I want them to recognize this and to officiate it differently. He is not down unless he hits the ground or the movement has completely stopped. Not his movement, them from pushing him. Because initially he was stopped. He doesn't move again until they push him. As you can see, this play should still be going on, bro. The play should still be going on. You don't call the play dead until he either is on the ground or they cannot push him no further. This play has to go, bro. I'm sorry. They're going to put everybody at the line. They're basically showing mid blitz, and you know what I'm saying, 2 linebackers in both the A gaps right here. So let's see how Jalen Hurts deciphers it. They got trips to the left, single high receiver on the right, which is AJ Brown, and you automatically see the one-on-one. If you're going to give this look and you're the Rams, you better have somebody out there that can cover this man, and you don't. I don't know why they doing this, but oh well. Like you're trying to confuse him. There's nothing, you can't really confuse him because of the formation that they're in. They're in trips left, single high to the right. I'm using this formation for a reason. Especially when you're in man and you're blitzing. You're not going to get here in time because he's going to win immediately, bro. Or I'm going to put it, he's going to back shoulder fade that. And that, like I said before, the art of throwing the back shoulder fade is your receiver can turn around, put his back to the defender, shield the ball, and make a catch. It's the perfect throw versus the perfect defense. The perfect throw will win every time because it's going to force the receiver to pirouette and turn his back to the corner to shield the ball from being batted down or being intercepted. He's a big body. I don't know what he was doing anyway, trying to sell an offensive penalty, trying to sell an offensive PI. That's what we doing now? Come on, man. So you got another 3rd and 2. They're in Philadelphia Eagles territory. They can move the ball. You can move the ball on the Philadelphia Eagles for sure, if you have a competent offense. So let's run it and see what they do. Right here, they're going to go at They're gonna go to their guy again, DeVonta Adams. They got it. They paid and got out of free agency for a reason to help out Puka Nacua, and they just couldn't connect, bro. Like, this is a back shoulder fade. You have to catch that, DeVonta. You gotta catch it. I'm sorry. I know he got a hand in between, you know what I'm saying, your pocket, but like, bro, come on, bro. Green Bay, DeVonta Adams is catching that. I'm not saying you getting old out here or you can't do it no more. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, though, Green Bay, DeVonta Adams would have caught that. I don't know if you gotta take the visor off, my nigga. Take the visor off. Cause it's like, come on, bro. That's crazy. You scored that. This is an entirely different game. So that's why you gotta say, like, now you gotta ask yourself, did the Rams give this game away, or did Philadelphia take it from them? I'm leaning towards the Rams gave this away because they had plenty of opportunities to extend the lead. Even look at it again though. This is a good route, good stop route right here on Blankenship. Here, the first touchdown was on Blankenship. So let's watch it again. Like, you have to catch that, bro. I'm sorry. I know everybody looking at it like he had his hand right there, bro. I still feel the same way, bro. Catch the ball. Good defense, great defense. But that's DeVonta fucking Adams. And I gotta give credit when credit is due. To be backed up on this on your own goal line, it's 3rd and 10. This is what you want, though. So this is why I'm giving my respect to Jalen Hurts and what he did in this game, passing wise, because everybody been on his case about passing the ball, which was rightfully so. 3rd and 10, gotta have it moment. You better go to your guy. You dig what I'm saying? They're leaving him one-on-one right here. They basically gonna run a stop route, basically a stop route, a comeback route, whatever you want to call it, and he just wins. This is why sometimes you just have guys out there. Then you got like Joe. There's Joes and then there's guys like AJ Brown is one of them. You feel what I'm saying? Like, sometimes the route ain't gotta be perfect. It ain't gotta be wide open. It gotta be the perfect play call. It just gotta be the right. That guy, that dude that's out there is going to make that play. You feel what I'm saying? So hats off to you. Now we have to look at, you know what I'm saying, Jalen Hurts 5. This is 5 wide. This is 4th and goal. I gotta have it play. And these are the things that Jalen Hurts is successful at. These are the things that he thrives in. Gotta have it plays where he can, you put the ball in his hands, he makes good decisions. He makes great decisions. You dig what I'm saying? So I want to give him his flowers right here because I was one of the ones that was on this case about passing the ball. And this game right here, he kind of shut a lot of the haters up. Not to say that he's prolific and he's one of the best passers in the league, no. But he did shut us up for the simple fact that they won this game on the arm of Jalen Hurts. You cannot say otherwise right here. This is just a speed out, and a lot of this stuff was pitch and catch, but I mean, sometimes the simple stuff, the basic stuff, the fundamentals is what you need to win ball games, and it's easy work, bro. A simple speed route, he beats the defender. It was a little push off at the stem of the route, but at the top of the stem of the route. But I mean, it is what it is. But this shit right here, bro, I know it wasn't scripted. This is just a good play. I was just mad, but at the same time, it's kind of like, bro, I'm just in my head while I'm watching the game, bro. I'm like, thank you, Rams. Because now it just need to be seen that this team can be beat. But it's like, God, you mean to tell me this is 44 yards? This is a cakewalk of a field goal in the NFL. And you mean to tell me, come on, bro. Look at the penetration, bro. You know they are trying to block the kick. You know that coming in. So it's like, I just don't understand it at all, bro. Like, everybody get put on their ass on that side of the ball. On that side of the ball, that right hand side, everybody got put on their ass.